What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. Welcome to Power of the Draw. I am the host, Keyshawn, with my boy today, Andrew, coming in, and we should have Ahmed coming in a little later. So it was a good show this weekend. Clash at the Castle, definitely. Even those 5 matches, I think like most of them got like their point across with like the storyline, and Glasgow was amazing. I think the crowd was good, definitely into it, active. Probably not as good as France though, but still. I hope they keep doing those B shows overseas because the fans definitely add another element to the show. But anyways, let's talk about just the whole Clash at the Castle, the arena, the vibe, the setting. What are your thoughts on the whole thing?
I thought it was a very good show. Nicely paced. Like you said, it was only 5 matches, but everyone had enough time, enough story behind it. They broke up the matches pretty well in terms of they didn't flow into each other. There was enough time given between them for whoever's watching and also the crowd to reset, readjust, not to get too blown out before the main event and anything like that. And yeah, overall, I thought it's very good. Like I said, the crowd was very good. Like I said, I think France still topped it because they seemed to go all night. The Scots did their very best, and for most of the matches, they were very good. Throughout the match, some matches they were partly in and out, but no, they were very good. And I know there was some uproar with the main event finish, but a few hours after it, I was at the time I was like, oh no, but when you actually think about the bigger picture, it makes perfect sense why that finish happened.
Yeah,
in terms of that. So
yeah, I think bigger picture wise, they're booking for the story,
yes.
not the event.
Yeah.
I think it would have been easy just to give Drew the title, give Piper, her title, and I think they chose right with giving the title to Alba Fire them because Jade and them they could have they didn't really need the tag titles. They're still dominant. They didn't take the pin, so I feel like that would be just a easy one to do.
I never thought Piper was going to win. I thought she was just there because she's Scottish. So I never thought she was going to win. I thought Drew was going to win, but obviously the way it finished, obviously he didn't. But the reasons why he didn't win makes sense now for what's upcoming in at SummerSlam and stuff like that. The tag titles were an easy one to switch out because Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill don't need the tag titles. It was gives the home fans something to pop about. So that was nice. So.
Yeah, definitely. But let's start with the first match. Let's do the WWE Championship match. We have the I Quit match between AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes. Me personally, I enjoyed the match. Obviously, the finish though was the only thing that drew me back a little because I don't think that was something for Styles to just be oh, I quit. Yeah, I didn't like the ending, but overall, I thought it was a good match. Apparently something was wrong with the ropes. The ropes were a little too loose or something like that.
Apparently. Yeah, they picked up on that. The match was pretty good for me. Very good for me. I don't mind the finish. I thought it was a logical thing. You've got a guy coming up with you with the stairs and you're handcuffed, steel stairs, and you're handcuffed to the rope. You've not really got much, and you've really pissed off this guy, and you've faked a retirement, and you've gone after his mum. Do you know what I mean? In the crowd, I thought they might actually do some type of weird switch around where AJ Styles holds Cody's mum hostage or something like that, and Cody quits. Cody says, "I quit." He's forced to say, "I quit."
Mama Rose.
And also it plays into more of a cowardly AJ Styles as he has been trying to get this title shot. So it plays into it. I thought it was a very good match. Haven't seen an I Quit match in quite a while.
Yeah,
There was blood. There was blood there, so that's not happened a lot in most matches. I mean, happened recently in this new era. So yeah, it was a very good match. I got no issue. Cody was always going to win because I think this feud is now over. Now it has to be. It's an I Quit match. So the guy literally said I quit, and we've already seen where it's possibly heading into now with whether they do like a 6-man tag because Money in Bank's only 3 weeks away, and then they lead on to a solo Sokoa title match at SummerSlam or something like that. No, but it's all good. And like Cody's still over, no matter what people try and say, like he's boring or something like that. He's still well over. He's had intriguing storylines, good matches. So yeah, it was a very, very good match.
Yeah, well, on this one, definitely was a good match. I think that just the ending I just thought was a bit slightly, I don't want to say premature, but like, what I mean? I don't know. I feel like he could have done a bit more of a better I Quit, if that makes sense, rather than, the thing to his face. Like, I don't know about you, but I felt like in general, the actual stuff, the actual wrestling that was going on in the actual fight that was really good. Like the one where he literally hits him with the chair, he bounces on the ropes, then what's it called, falls onto the table. That was good, man. Like I actually like that, that maneuver that AJ Styles pulled off on that one. So
yeah,
I really liked it in general. And again, I think with Cody, it's the thing that's really been, I think, holding him back in terms of like obviously his current title run is that they haven't really given him. I don't want to say the big guys, if that makes sense, but they haven't given him, the ones that we really expected. Because I know people are expecting like maybe The Rock eventually, but it's not gonna happen anytime soon, isn't it? So if you'll be honest.
Yeah, and my bad, I didn't give you the proper introduction. Ahmed in the building. No, I just got caught up with something, but big up, good to see you, man.
No, good to see you too, bro, man.
Yeah. Honestly, my next question when I'm like after this feud is like, what's next for AJ Styles? Like, would he be thrown in TNA or something like that, or is he gonna go to Raw, like a trade or something?
Is his contract ended anytime soon? Because I don't think his contract.
No, I think he's got another year or so.
Yeah,
they'll probably make him like I think he'll probably go back to the mid card. It wouldn't surprise me if they start using him like as to get some people, get some guys, some like there's some of the up and coming talents, some star power. Maybe you give him a feud against what's it called? My guy, Mr. Him himself. You could get him into a little thing with AJ Styles, right? Probably rise up a few of the guys on SmackDown, possibly. I don't know if he will go to Raw though, because he's on SmackDown for at the very least.
Yeah, I mean Melo got LA Knight right now.
The thing is, LA Knight right now is doing the thing of Logan Paul in it, so maybe they're rolling that in for a short term. So then I'm like, maybe if you give Melo LA Knight, then after LA Knight you then give him AJ Styles, sort of like to build his repertoire at the very least. You're at least giving him feuds.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, yeah, I think that's pretty much. But I do know he wants to leave. No, not so. I do know that he's probably going to leave eventually, right? But I don't know where he goes afterwards because TNA. I know Jeff Hardy just went to TNA actually. I just saw that the other day. But
yeah.
So I don't know. Like, does he go AEW? I don't know if he's like.
I could see maybe a one-off. Like
I can see him maybe doing like a one-off event for TNA, but I'm not sure about AEW right now. At least in its current state, because like.
Yeah, I get that. So let's move on to the next match. We have the triple threat women's tag team match with the Alba Fire, Isla Dawn versus Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill and Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starks. I didn't watch the full match because I was busy at the time.
Me neither as well, yeah.
Yeah, but I kind of was surprised by like how it ended overall, but because like I don't know, like I didn't really like the ending, but yeah, it was good to see that Isla Dawn and Alba Fire won the title in Scotland. The crowd got to see that. It was probably a great moment for them
Of
overall.
course.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think, yeah, man. I thought they would actually let them keep their titles. Ironically, I thought that might be the one where they actually keep their titles, only because I don't know. I know, obviously, I don't know where they go with Jade Cargill, because I thought that maybe they would give this. They'll still give her like, the titles. They're giving them like this really cool finishing move now. So I thought maybe up until SummerSlam, maybe you would be seeing them with the tag team titles, right? But I'm surprised they took them off of them. But like, I know, did she have like an error in the fight in the actual thing? Because like, I know that was like all over Twitter. Like they were showing.
Yeah, she slipped. She slipped. She had a couple of things. She slipped when she got tagged in, so she climbed over like she wanted to do a springboard.
Ah,
she slipped.
Yeah.
And then there was just then a sort of a power bomb. She sort of, it was, and even at the end, it was very weird the way they did their finishing move, and then it looked like she forgot, or she went too early to pick whoever or to pin whoever. And
oh my god!
so it's to be expected, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, she's still learning. The IWC was gonna go crazy about it. Oh my god, man. She's not ready.
I used to remember, and I used to watch some of AEW, bro. The way that she used to get cooked, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're gonna try and cook her any chance they can.
Yeah,
but yeah. What do you
That's
see them?
why I think she needed to start in NXT.
Exactly.
I don't understand. That's why I bring her up. So I know it's a recognizable name, but she's still, and what's the term? She's still very green in some aspects. And I think she needed to hone her craft in NXT.
And honestly, man, the women's NXT division, I'll be honest, is very good, man. Quite stacked. She would have actually she would have actually got some good storylines there at the very least, from what I know. So like, I don't know, man, because like the reason why the tag team was working for her was that because like at least we were like she can learn from Bianca and like and
it hides her weakness.
Exactly. So that's why I thought they would probably do this for a good 6 months, maybe. Like maybe not until WrestleMania, the new WrestleMania, but like at least 6 months, right? So that's why for me, when they lost the titles now, I'm unsure where she goes next. So I can't see her do singles because like
I don't know if the long-term goal is to have these two feuding, but I just wouldn't put her in a feud with Bianca Belair.
Exactly.
I just wouldn't do it. She hasn't. I think she'll get. I don't think Bianca Belair's mic skills are that impressive, but I just think naturally in the ring she'll get absolute. Even if she's booked to win, she'll get schooled. Not that Bianca will intend to do that, but just the difference in the wrestlers is just night and day. It's just not. So
Yeah, just like what Curvin said, she's green like money.
Yeah,
but she's definitely a money maker for WWE.
Yeah.
So ultimately I see them like still being a tag team, and we might see like some rifts between them.
Yeah,
they'll probably still be a tag team. Probably win the title back at the next pay-per-view or something like that. I could definitely see that happening. All right.
The titles are essentially they're just worthless.
They don't really have a tag team division.
They just put two people together. They're just essentially worthless. They don't need it. What the women need is what they've done in NXT and have like a secondary women's single title.
They need a mid-card title, man. They need
mid-card titles on both. They need mid-card titles on both the shows because the tag titles don't matter at all.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even have women's tag team titles in NXT. They don't need it. So essentially worthless.
If they did like a US style, but for the women's, I feel like that would.
Yeah, if they do a female, women's US, a women's intercontinental like that.
Yeah,
and that would be great.
Because pretty much like if you go to Raw, bro, it's always like tag teams. You know what I mean? And everything like that. So we need some more juice right now. That's all.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of Intercontinental title, the next match is the Intercontinental Championship match between Sami Zayn and Chad Gable. My guy, I think so. Right now, this is probably the best. Huh?
He's re-signed as well.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
he was on the gorilla position. Not position. Sorry, whatever it is. Yeah, it's gorilla position. Sorry, gorilla position, and he basically said he's re-signed.
That's good.
So
Definitely.
that's good.
Yeah. This match I think was more catered to like the story than like the in-ring work, but it was still a good match overall. Gable was just letting Maxine and them have it. Like he just kept getting out the ring and like just pointing at them. I'm like, bro, Sammy's in the ring. Like you could mess him up some more, win the match.
Exactly. Like I don't know. I feel like this is like, you know, obviously this. I think isn't it the other two tag team guys that they've
Creed
been
brothers.
The Creed brothers. That's like I think the plan, isn't it? So like I feel like this is meant to be one day actually meant to crack. Although like with the intercontinental stuff, again, I thought Simon was actually going to lose it today. I did on in that pay-per-view personally. I thought he's given Cad how many opportunities. He had one in straight after I think WrestleMania after all. Then obviously the previous pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia, which he probably was never going to lose it at, and then now. So I actually thought this was going to be the one where Sammy was actually going to lose it.
But then like with the other match, I can understand why this is because I never thought they were going to do because I'm agreeing with you. I think the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile will be the new Alpha Academy for because you've seen him talk to them in the background. Like even last week on Raw, he was speaking to Ivy Nile in the background.
Exactly.
Like that. And I overthink they'll either. I don't know if it's too soon to do another match at Money in the Bank, or they'll have some type of tag match where he earns that shot at SummerSlam.
It'll probably be SummerSlam.
And they do it, and he wins the title there. It'd be a bigger moment. I know Money in the Bank's in Canada, and I think they're both Canadian. I know Sami Zayn is.
Gable? Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
Isn't Gable US guy? I think.
Gable's American.
But he must be. I'm talking about representing Olympics. Of course, he's American. But I think the bigger thing would be to pay it off at SummerSlam like that.
And plus, SummerSlam's 2 nights this year, isn't it? So
two nights.
That's next year.
I thought it was this year. Oh, next
2026. 2026.
Ah, okay.
And I just find it weird they announced it for 2026, but they haven't announced what 2025 is.
It
makes me think it might be they might be sending SummerSlam International in 2025.
It's possible.
Because they would have already announced it. Why announce 2026 but not 20? Why not? Why have it in 2026? Why not have it in 2025? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? But it's the best. It's one of the best storylines, and it just makes sense that he would dump those guys for the Creeds, and he was training with the Creeds for the match against Sammy in Montreal.
Yeah, exactly.
Well. So, and the Creeds aren't doing. The Creeds have been bought. They ain't done anything since they brought them up.
Yeah, they haven't done nothing.
They haven't done nothing. Ivy Nile has barely done anything as well.
Exactly.
She's a very plain character, is a good character. It's not, and it just established them three as bigger threats in what divisions they are. And and like I say, Tozawa, Maxine Dupree, and Otis is over as a baby face now. So he always is. He's just that character, and
exactly.
And when he does actually turn on him, which will probably be Monday, but then he'll probably get beaten down. It will be a big pop. And
definitely, Creed brothers will get some heat.
Yeah, we'll get some heat.
Yeah,
Ivy Nile will get heat.
Yeah, I definitely see Gable retaining winning it by SummerSlam.
Yeah, he's going by
100%. All right, so let's go to the next match. We got the WWE Women's Championship match between Bayley and Piper Niven. Piper's been killing it like this year for me with the matches she's been doing. She had a good match with Jade Cargill. This was a good match overall. And I haven't seen her before. I haven't seen her in like NXT. I wasn't really watching that. And I didn't see her in the UK stuff, but I think she could definitely go in the ring, and she definitely surprised me with this match. Bayley, good title win overall. I don't know what's next for her with this.
Exactly. This is the thing. Like I feel like with the other one, which is on Raw, I can see what's going on there. There's like a storyline there. I can see this what their stuff is setting up. I just don't know what's going on with Bailey because you've taken Damage Control to Raw now, so they're not going to be facing her maybe until the next WrestleMania if you want to bring something up with them. You've obviously she's like linked up with Naomi. And then obviously the other two, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, are in the two. But only one I can see coming up right now is obviously Nia Jax.
Yeah, that's what I forgot.
Yeah,
Nia Jax,
and
Nia Jax has got the title shot at SummerSlam.
Exactly. SummerSlam.
Yeah, so that's already set for some. I think Bailey will hang on till then, and I would possibly.
I think Nia might actually.
I'd probably give it to Nia Jax at SummerSlam.
Definitely.
I would do that. Maybe she can, because we've got to remember, Money in the Bank is only 3 weeks away. So it's like, and by the time SmackDown is Friday, it's just over 2 weeks away.
Yeah,
so they could do a rematch, or they could, like, Chelsea Green could get the shot or something like that. Or they might not even, or Bailey might not even, it's quite possible that Bailey won't have a match at Money in the Bank. She doesn't have to have a match at Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
They could build up. They could build up when Nia Jax like beats her up and writes her on TV for like 3 weeks.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They could do that. You know?
Yeah.
I would. You know what I would do? I'd have Nia Jax win Money in the Bank, and then still have the title shot at SummerSlam. But Bailey beats her in the first match, but then Nia Jax destroys her.
Just
cashes
in. That would be pretty.
She would get mad heat for that.
Yeah.
The crowd
would do that. I would do that because otherwise, who's gonna?
I mean, everyone wants Tiffany Stratton to win the Money in the Bank.
That might happen, but I don't know why anyone would try and cash in on Nia Jax.
I'm just.
Yeah, good luck.
And they setting up? And didn't they like set up this thing of like Tiffany being in having Nia's back, I think 2 weeks ago.
Oh
she's the princess of the ring and she's the queen.
And she's the queen of the ring, almost
stuff like that.
So
I mean, that could set up, Tiffany just saying that just to turn on her, with the Money in the Bank case later down the line.
Yeah, I mean, I would presume that Tiffany, being the heelish character, will only cash in on the Nia Jax if she was like taken out, like she was beaten down.
Yeah,
like, I can see a scenario where Nia Jax is defending it in a multi-woman match, like a triple threat or a fatal 4-way, and she barely escapes and she's so beaten down like that, then Tiffany Stratton just hits her with a chair or something and just does that. Or the person who beats Nia Jax is beaten down by Nia Jax after the title match, and then Tiffany takes the title off them, and that leads into something. Maybe like, I mean, it's happened to her before, but maybe if it was like a Bianca or a Bailey, because Bailey's not really had a one-on-one with Tiffany Stratton that much, so it could be something like that.
There's a lot of ways they can go with that one, definitely. All right, so the next match, that's the World Heavyweight Championship match. Is that the last match? Oh, man. I'm scrolling looking for another match. So we got the World Heavyweight Championship match between Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. What are you guys' thoughts on that match?
I thought it was, when his knee got tangled in, or his ankle, I was like, I thought it looked cooked, man. I'll be so, when I saw the replay for that, when his leg went into the thing, I was like, yeah, I don't know how he's gonna wrestle. And then when he came out after it and he was actually still wrestling, even though you could clearly see he was hobbling for it, I was like, man, mad props to him, man. Mad props to him, firstly. Secondly, I knew CM Punk was gonna come in here and crash it on him. And you just knew it, bro. You just knew it. And what's even funnier is when the crowd is chanting the guy's name from your own home country, it just makes it 10 times worse, man. Honestly.
Yeah. They did that ending perfectly,
yo.
Like you couldn't see Punk from behind, pause, and then he just runs in the ring.
The moment you see those red shoes, though, you knew it was him, man. When you saw the red shoes, I was like, yeah, it's him, man.
That's great.
That was great.
I can't wait till like later today and see Drew. He's gonna be so whoever looks at him is gonna get Claymore. Anyone that utters a word to that guy is getting Claymore kicked.
Tune into SmackDown. Tune into SmackDown this week because Punk said he's not going to appear on Raw.
Yeah.
SmackDown is from Chicago this week.
Yeah.
So already, I don't know why he's a Raw guy, but already this draft is already put into my head. Because I think Punk's going to say I'm medically cleared.
Yeah,
I think Drew's going to get some of his payback in Chicago on him because it only just feels right. It's a typical Vince McMahon thing to do, but it only just seems right that he done to him in Glasgow, his home country, what he needs to do. But Drew needs to get his chain back because he's been cost the title. No, Punk's cost him 3 matches if you think about it.
Yeah.
Cost him the title twice, and he cost him that Raw after for the number 1 contendership.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
And I don't know. I don't know. I'm in Drew McIntyre's camp. I don't like CM Punk. He doesn't. I mean, he's got some nerve in it. If you watch NXT Battleground, he was when Roxanne Perez had like a interview and he approached her, "Oh, you don't need to do this." He's got some nerve in it. After then, what he just does to Drew McIntyre, like a week later, saying that's not right what you did. Like you cheat, like basically cheated. It's like you hang on a minute. Practice what you preach, brother. You know what I'm saying? What are you best known for? Come on, this Punk goody 2 shoes thing is just, you know what I mean? Especially I don't think this. Someone said to me the other day that they can see, they're trying to get Drew McIntyre and Punk to WrestleMania, and I was going, next year WrestleMania is 19th, 20th. That's 10 months. I don't think they can do.
They're doing. I think they're setting up. They're setting up for SummerSlam.
Seth Rollins. I think they're going to try and do like Seth Rollins Punk next year.
Yeah,
they couldn't do it. I can't see it.
I thought they were going to do a triple threat, bro. I thought they might do a triple threat.
As good as it is this feud, I just don't see it going like 10 months. I see it maybe going. I see it maybe going to like October, maybe Survivor Series or something like that.
Yeah, Survivor Series.
I think the first match will be at SummerSlam.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think Drew's going over. Honestly,
the entire feud or just the
entire feud? Yeah, entire feud.
That's interesting.
I think he probably might lose the first, but he will win the rematch and the third time. I can see that happen.
It'll be Punk's first match back as his first single match back.
Yeah. Because remember, Royal Rumble was his actual first match, like literally. Yeah. So.
Because at the end of the day, I think Punk's goal at the end of the day is to bring these guys up. Like Punk is Teflon. He can take losses, and he'll still be CM Punk. This is the best we've seen from Drew McIntyre. Seth, when Seth was talking about Punk, that was the best I've seen from Seth Rollins. Like, and honest, I think ultimately, so we haven't talked about Damian Priest, but I think Damian Priest is going to lose that title to Gunther at SummerSlam. And then it's going to set up a CM Punk maybe versus Gunther type thing. Or maybe he fights Ilya at Berlin.
That might happen. I think that's
I think that will happen. That should happen. And if you've ever, I just implore you, if you haven't seen it yet, I wouldn't even go to the second match. If you type in, and it'll be under Walter, it won't be under. If you type Walter versus Ilya Dragunov for the UK title, I think it was 21, late 21. That match is not fit. It was during the lockdown, so it's not filmed in front of it's filmed in front of a few people. But just watch that match. It is absolutely brutal, but in the best way possible. It is. I mean, I don't know how those guys have got chest left. It was literally they were popping off the skin. It is unbelievable what that match is. Second match was very good as well. I think it was on NXT in 22. I think it was. But honestly, it is the two guys. Yeah, you're right. They've got that Germany event like 4 weeks after SummerSlam. That should definitely headline it. I mean, the German fans are going to be as rowdy as the French ones. So yeah, that should definitely headline that event. And Walter is going over. Gunter is going over Damian Priest. Damian Priest, the title's just a non-factor when it's on him.
Exactly. I've not been. I don't know. I'm pretty sure because I've seen this also. Yeah, not a lot of people have been moved by him as champion. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, man. When he almost was better when he didn't have the title, and ironically, which is kind of like crazy to me because I would have thought, you know, having the title now, maybe give him a bit more competition.
Because they kind of been booking the Judgment Day as like kind of like jokes, you know, like with the whole R-Truth thing, like they haven't been like really taken seriously like they were at first, you know, when Rhea was around. So I mean, I think it's setting up for them to turn on Priest eventually.
They've been Finn Balor and him. They've been teasing that stuff here for Finn to turn on them eventually, bro. They
Finn Balor took that key card last week.
Yeah, that was hilarious, man. They were like, "Who took the key card?" And everyone was looking at each other.
Man, I took that key card. What you mean? I flew over there and took that key card.
Oh my god, that fight, yeah, between Rhea and Thingy is gonna be sensational. By the way, when she comes back, bro, that's gonna be.
Do you see Liv ultimately taking over the Judgment Day? Maybe
I think actually this week, it's gonna be
maybe
interesting.
Taking it from Priest.
I think because remember, I feel like the way they're moving it already is that probably JD will go along with whatever Finn does, probably, right?
Definitely.
She'll probably win back. Dominic will probably eventually, you know what I mean, go to her side. So the final boss for her is really gonna be him, isn't it? So I don't know, maybe if they're gonna speak this week, they're gonna like start teasing that stuff this week, or maybe the week after, something like that. But we'll probably have to see.
I don't think the problem is I don't think I think there'll be a little because he still retained the title. I don't think you'll see much because Raw's pretty stacked. They're doing the Wyatt family thing.
Oh, it's today, isn't it? Wyatt family is today.
And also I think I think they're going to do the Alpha Academy thing. So I don't think you do the Judgment. I don't think it's time for them to break them up yet. I think they're going to wait to see what Rhea Ripley's timetable is on a comeback, and then, like you say, I think you'll see the start or the more of the breakup of the Judgment Day after Priest loses the world title to Gunter at SummerSlam, and then probably because maybe Balor indirectly or cost him.
I'm so sorry. I saw something crazy. I can't believe he did that, by the way. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's move on, bro. No, that was insane.
Yeah, so ultimately Priest, I see him having a feud with Finn maybe down the road, having a feud with Judgment Day. But I don't know about a babyface Damian Priest. He'll probably be like a tweener though, but
he can't be. I feel like he's just too good as a heel. He just suits the heel aura, like everything about him, like this clothing, the way the way he just portrays himself. He's just too good to be as a heel. Like this stuff that he was doing, where no Judgment Day, what's it called? What's his name? With the Uso twin. I was just like, come on, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It's not you, big man. That's not you. You know? Let's be real.
Yeah. So ultimately, what are you guys' expectations for tonight? I mean, we know about the Gable stuff that's probably gonna go on.
Yeah, bro. I'm really interested to see about the Wyndham stuff, how that's gonna get revealed tonight. That's gonna be very interesting to say the very least.
Alexa Bliss was on Twitter this weekend with a new hairstyle, so
it's gonna be very interesting to see.
I want to know who they're gonna add. I think are they gonna add who we think they're gonna add? Alexa Bliss and Braun Strowman. Is that what they're gonna add? Eric Rowan's not doing independent bookings anymore, so. That was a couple of months ago. I expect him to be in it.
Who do you think the Wyatt is, by the way?
Right?
Yeah.
I think probably Dexter Loomis will probably be in it.
Yeah. Dexter Loomis, yeah.
Maybe a Gacy.
Yeah, probably. I think they probably.
Okay, that's your six then, right? So you got Bo Dallas, or who probably called Wyndham, whatever.
Yeah.
You got Eric Rowan, Joe Gacy, Dexter Loomis, Braun Strowman. Or do you add Braun Strowman?
No, you don't. I feel like he'll be their first target, actually. I feel like he'll probably be
All right.
Either
So
one of
then
the
you
first
got.
targets.
I think they're going to add Alexa Bliss.
And then whoever they want to add, there'll be a
And
new
then
guy.
who's the sixth? Who's the sixth?
It'll probably be a new guy. They'll probably give you a new
Mystery
guy.
guy.
I'm just
Yeah,
trying to
new
think who
mystery
they
guy.
bring up. Maybe they bring up someone else from NXT. I know Joe Gacy is. Who are they going to bring up else? Do they bring someone else from NXT or we haven't seen?
Dante
Probably someone we
Chen.
haven't seen or something like that. It wouldn't surprise me if they've got someone they've
They might not call them the White Six, just the White family.
What about Wendy
yeah.
Chu? You saw Wendy Chu's like a zombie
Wendy
now?
Chu, yeah, she came back.
She's like a zombie character.
Yeah, she came back. Yeah.
Who do you guys think is going to be their first target? Because like I was speaking actually with Chris, right, and he was saying to me that he thinks it's going to be Jey Uso that's going to be their first target. Because he was saying if you look at the QR codes, it seems Jey Uso is going to be their first guy they target. That's what he was saying at the very least.
Jey Uso is shit. I think Jey Uso, they've had him possibly to maybe win Money in the Bank.
Yeah, that's what I was saying to him as well. But I don't know. But I think maybe Braun Strowman will probably be their first target because he had nothing going on for him really right now, other than the stuff that he's been doing the shenanigans of.
Braun Strowman, yeah, I mean,
yeah,
that would give him something to do. Like you would need a lot of people to fight him, so that would make a perfect sense for Braun Strowman.
Yeah. Exactly. Maybe do a storyline of like rejoin the family or something like that.
I'm still struggling how they get Jey Uso back into this bloodline thing without a trade or something like that. I'm really struggling to see how he gets thrown back in because that's unless they push that off.
I think for me, I think he's not gonna come back anytime. I feel like probably in the road to WrestleMania. Because remember, there's the other guy that they've got. That's is it called Tama Tonga? I think, but it's not the actual. There's like another. It's like a. There was another guy.
Hikuleo.
And it was the one that's it's the one apparently they believe is gonna be better than Solo.
Oh, yeah. Jacob.
Yeah, like he's not. Apparently he's signed, and we've not seen him for the last 3 to 4 months.
Right, and then there's the other brother of Tama Tonga and Tongaloa, Hikuleo, who's left New Japan. And he's very tall. He's like very tall.
And he's the one apparently they've even done what's it called, Stuff for 2, and right, and so I think for me, I have no idea what's going on the Bloodline story because until The Rock comes back or until
The Rock's injured his elbow,
and the Rock's elbow. So like, I just don't know where we're going with this, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think. Listen, I think, like I said, I don't think they'll have it. I'd be surprised if they go into a title match in 2 weeks with Solo Sikoa. I'm thinking what happened on Saturday is they'll end up having a 6-man tag at Money in the Bank. And either Jacob Fatu or Hikuleo will debut there, possibly, to help the Bloodline win. And I think Solo will pin Cody Rhodes in that match at Money in the Bank. That's how he gets his title shot at SummerSlam. And maybe Roman.
And it almost makes him like I'm the head of the table because, like, you know, only
who told you were head of the table? We haven't.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Roman has to show up at SummerSlam, bro. Like,
I don't know.
Pop is going to be crazy.
I got a feeling, like I said to you previously, Keyshawn, this is leading to some type of War Games match at Survivor Series. And I think that's where the betrayal Rock will be revealed as the guy running things.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think like Rock will either be in the match on the side of Roman or he'll be like pretending to be in his corner and get in the ring and then like just betray him like that.
Exactly.
And then beat him down so much that that's a way to write off Roman until like the Royal Rumble, like sort of thing. Because WWE at the moment don't have a pay-per-view or PLE scheduled for December. So there's no need to do, and usually it's a lull in the time of because it's the holidays and stuff like that. So that's what I think, something like that. But hey, I need to see at least one PLE where it's God versus the Usos.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I just need to see that. I'm sorry. I need that. That's I need that off my bucket list of tag team match. I just need it off there. I don't even care how many super kicks there are in this match. I really don't care. I really don't care. I just need to see it.
Do you not think they might wait for that one until WrestleMania?
Well, no, that's why I was saying to you. I don't know how to get Jay over to this because he's on Raw. They would have to trade someone to get him over, or he like quits Raw and then rejoins SmackDown or something like
To
that.
be fair, remember, Raw's going to Netflix and Dan, isn't it? So
Right.
they
or
may feel
or they trade like all of
exactly.
the bloodline over there. But then
because
why
then you
would
can do all of
Because
the remember you can do all of the inflammatory levels can be used.
Raw has a very heavy roster of groups.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Right. They've got the Alpha Academy. They're gonna have the Wyatt Six. They've got the Final
Damage control.
Damage control.
Final Testament.
Basically,
the New Day.
Go back
New
to
Day.
NXT. Go back to NXT.
Oh my God, New Day. Yeah.
Those guys are
loads.
I thought those guys are done.
And there could be a trade that happens, maybe. Maybe
it could be a trade.
AJ goes to Raw and Jay goes to SmackDown.
Do we see an actual? Because I don't know if this. I think after SummerSlam, I think Cody goes. They start building a program between him and Randy Orton. Take him to like possibly Royal Rumble or something like that. I don't know, but it's just one of those things. I just listen. I'm glad I'm guessing, and I'll find out what it is that I'm able to guess what it is. It's very like I can't believe it's June 17th already. I swear I was only watching WrestleMania.
Right, time is flying,
exactly, bro.
All these PLEs,
mad. But yeah, Money in the Bank qualifiers will start tonight as well.
Yeah,
so we'll start to see. I don't know if they're going to do 8 per match or 6 per match or something like that, but. We'll get to see. Oh yeah, LWO's on Raw as well as another faction. It's like New Japan. All of a sudden, everyone's in a faction. It's like or AEW, everyone's in a faction.
Oh my God, no, we're not going to talk about that.
Bro, I'm surprised, bro. SmackDown's the only one where there's like a lot of singles. Pretty much, unless you're like in a part of a team, basically.
Yeah. I mean, that's why the Bloodline probably should. I know Netflix might want it, but I think Netflix will get part of the Bloodline in for the WrestleMania run-in.
Exactly,
yes.
They could. I mean,
but everyone forgets though. Outside the US and Canada, WWE will be on Netflix everywhere.
Exactly.
All the shows will be on Netflix. In the UK, you might as well get rid of everything. Will be on there. It'll be like having the WWE app on Netflix. Yeah. It will be on there. So. I got a feeling that when they do the live shows, I think they're going to have to treat SmackDown and NXT not as much as Raw, but treat them with, knowing that it's going out internationally as well. So it's going to be fascinating how they do that. Whether they do like an AEW thing where they go like because SmackDown will be on like cable over in the States, but it'll be like will they do what AEW do and do picture-in-picture stuff, but like. That's
do you think because you know this because like we were watching on the UK around Discovery Plus, right? Is like SmackDown still going to be on as Discovery Plus, I'm assuming, right? And NXT, so it will be on Netflix.
NXT is not even on Discovery Plus anymore. You have to watch it.
Yeah, I know.
So everything outside the US and Canada, that's WWE, will go to Netflix. So you having the network, basically the network won't exist. Okay,
it's useless at this point.
Network. I'm talking everything. I'm talking the back catalog, all the history.
That's all going to Netflix out. Wow.
Which probably means your Netflix price will go up.
Yep.
Next year.
Yeah, and in the US, it's only Raw and some PLEs.
Yeah, the US is Raw, and the Peacock have the network. On there, right? So it's through Peacock. But that deal though is up, I think, in 2025. So Netflix might buy that.
It's definitely going to go to Netflix. So.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So when it's like, Raw is going to be the number one show, yeah, of course they bought Raw for whatever. But what I'm saying is, outside they're going to have to still pay attention to NXT and SmackDown properly because outside the US, it's all on Netflix. So they can probably get away with. They probably can get away with stuff during the advert breaks that happen in the US.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? So,
and we don't even get adverts on Netflix. Literally, as long as you pay the regular fee, which I don't know.
You don't. Yeah,
I just pay these days. Literally, not even looking at it, right? So you don't even get ads. So once the thing finishes, I'm just expecting the next one to start straight away, or whatever they're doing behind the scenes.
Well, yeah, you're gonna get a lot. You're gonna get a lot on there, so it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
we all know that they abandoned the rules. Well, they've already abandoned the rules of the draft anyway, but they abandoned the rules of the draft during the WrestleMania running anyway. So it doesn't exist. So
yeah. So I can't wait to see what's gonna happen on Raw today. So Drew McIntyre pissed off, Gable pissed off. Just stay out of their way, people. Everyone just stay out of their way.
Anyway, calling sick. Calling sick. Don't I see the white. If this was reality, logic dictates to me. I'm not showing it. I'm calling sick to work for travel issues because Drew McIntyre's pissed off and the Wyatts sick. The Wyatts are debuting again. No, thank you, bro. I'm not. No, you don't pay me hazard pay. It's all good.
Yeah, but we're gonna wrap it up here today. Gotta watch the games later. But it was good having you guys on, Andrew, Ahmed.
It was a pleasure, bro.
Hopefully we can do this again soon. Yeah. All right, guys. Everyone, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Peace out, guys.
See ya.